Welcome to the Rustic Garden. Today I'm going to show you how to plant radishes in compost. I'm going to do start to finish, so this video will be shot over a couple of weeks just so I can show you the planting and the harvest. The reason that I'm growing it in compost is because radishes don't like extra nitrogen. Well, they do, but if you give it to them, they're going to grow lots of greens and the radish isn't going to really develop. So 2 points to this video is one, no extra fertilizer, just compost. And compost as a fertilizer really has well under a 1-1-1 for nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. And the other thing that you're going to want to do is make sure you space your radishes 1 to 2 inches apart, depending on what it says on the package. So you're going to have good space for the bulb development of the radish, and no additional nitrogen or fertilizer but for the compost. Let me show you how I set up the bed. It's pretty straightforward. This is compost. It's actually product that I got at the store. It was only $2.50 a bag, on sale now. So come the fall, you find a lot of stuff on sale. Turn the ground over beneath it, a whole shovelful in depth, what is that, 10 inches, nice and loose. And then I'm going to even this compost out over the top to about 1 to 2 inches. And then I'll put in the radishes. I'm not going to show you this process, it's kind of boring. But again, loosen the soil below, no extra fertilizer in here, 1 to 2 inches of compost evenly spread across. In the back is scarlet globe radishes. Right down here are cherry bells, and in the front are champions. And you can see trenches 1/2 inch deep. Drop the radishes in, the seeds in, about every 1.5 inches, every 2 inches. I put 2 seeds in each planting spot, and when they germinate, of course, in 5 to 7 days, I'm going to have to thin it down to 1 plant. We're spacing them out 1.5 inches to 2 inches apart so they have plenty of room to grow, and the soil is really loosened to a depth of 10 inches beneath the compost, and the compost itself is loose. So the bulb, the radish itself, will be able to form pretty easily. And they're going to mature between 25 and 35 days. Don't forget to label them with some popsicle sticks. So it's been 13 days, and this is what the radishes look like. Probably should have started thinning about, 3 to 4 days ago. But you're just going to go in there and thin them to every 1 inch or 2. Take out the weakest looking radish. You can actually eat these greens too, so don't feel like you're necessarily wasting them. So I'm going to go through, thin these out to 1 or 2 inches apart and show you what it looks like. Here's what they look like thinned out to 1 inch or 2. Take out the weakest looking one, take out any that look like they've been damaged by insects. I'm going to drop down some iron phosphate. I saw some things getting chewed. Look them over one more time, make sure they're thinned out nicely. For chewing insects I use neem oil, but these are all taken care of. These are put in the ground on September 11th. Today is the 24th, so it's been 13 days. Maybe around the 10th day you want to thin them out. Don't let them get too big because you don't want the roots to start competing early. So I'll wait about another 10 to 15 days and hopefully have nice size radishes. So here's the radish harvest, actually 60 days later. Today is the 12th of November. These were planted September 11th actually. And we're going from the warm season into the cold season. So radishes take 25 to 30 days to mature, but we were coming into the cold. So let your radishes do what they need to do. If they take longer than 30 days, they take longer than 30 days. The main difference is if I planted these in the spring and 60 days went by, these would have all gone to flowering. The radishes would have gotten pithy, which means they get woody. These leaves would have seed stalks coming up. So coming from the spring, from the spring into the summer heat, radishes can't grow 60 days. But coming out of August, September, the warm weather, into the cold weather, they may mature a lot more slowly. They may take up to 60 days, but let me just show you the harvest. The splitting here is caused from watering issues. They're still absolutely perfectly fine to eat. These are the radishes I just harvested. They were actually picked after a morning frost, so radishes can take a freeze and they do perfectly fine. So they're a perfect vegetable to grow out of the warm weather into the cold weather because they can freeze. And these have been growing, like I said, 50 to 60 days. They're not woody in any way. The radishes are nice and soft. The knife cut right through them, and they're going to be delicious in about 10 seconds. Oh, and pair them with some salt. Sea salt's right in there next to them. Best breakfast you can have in the morning. Nice sized radishes, all of them didn't mature fully, but I just want to show you what I got out of here. Some really, and I've been eating them too, some really nice sized radishes. I'm going to take out the larger ones here. And again, this took 60 days. Really probably actually 50 days because I've been eating them for the last 10 days. But radish is coming from the warm weather, September, into the fall and winter. May take longer to mature, but they will do perfectly fine. Hope this video gave you some ideas of how you can get radishes to a nice large size. Please check out my blog at www.therustedgarden.blogspot.com and also check out my other YouTube videos. Oh, one more. Thanks.